when my dad was 52 years old. So I was 14. My dad died suddenly of a heart attack, and it absolutely crushed me, devastated me. And after that, I really spiraled into a pretty dark depression. I really turned to drugs and alcohol as a way to sort of numb that grief, and was so mad at God. Like, why would you allow this awful thing to happen to our family? And then when I met my husband, Al, he had kind of a similar unfavorable experience growing up Protestant, and we had zero intention of going to church. Even though Al and I had a really great relationship from the start, we really felt like there was something missing from our lives. There was like this joy that we were missing, this contentment that we were missing from our lives. And we really felt like it was because we didn't have kids yet. We really wanted to have a family. And then later on, I did end up getting pregnant. So we were very, very excited. This was gonna be the thing that was gonna give us that joy and contentment in our lives. At 34 weeks pregnant, I ended up going into early labor. And I remember thinking when I was driving to the hospital, oh, it's only a few weeks early. Everything's gonna be fine. It's not a big deal. And then when I got to the hospital, I heard those dreaded words that no expecting mother ever wants to hear. The doctor looked at me and told me, I'm sorry, there's no heartbeat. I just crumpled to my knees and was holding the little outfit and sobbing uncontrollably. I really didn't know how I was gonna survive this loss. And but then something really amazing happened in that moment. All of a sudden, I felt a presence with me. And at that time, I didn't know what the Holy Spirit was. I didn't understand that. But I felt a presence with me, and I just somehow knew it was God. Later on, I talked to my husband about my experience, and I told him, I think we need to go to church this Sunday. For the first time in my life, we walked in, I heard the gospel, and I understood it. I understood what was being explained to me, what was being read from the Bible. I understood who Jesus was. I understood what God wanted for us. And then we found out we were expecting again. So this time we found out we're having a baby girl. And I was thrilled that God was blessing us in this way. At 29 weeks pregnant with my daughter, Margaret, I started to feel a change in her movements or lack thereof. So I rushed to the doctor and heard those dreaded words again. I'm sorry, there's no heartbeat. And I realized in that moment, no, I can't live without this relationship with God. I can't. This has been the happiest year of my life because I've had this relationship, this closeness with God. I can't, no matter who I lose, no matter what I lose in this life, I can't lose my relationship with God. I need that. Like I need air to breathe. Within 6 months after losing our daughter, we completed the process to become licensed foster parents and ended up adopting 2 children. We adopted our son, Anthony, when he was 3 years old, and then we adopted our daughter, Abby, when she was 5. Furthermore, in 2018, we gave birth to a living, breathing, healthy baby girl, Olivia. And even though I was completely content with my life and my family and my kids, God let us know it was time and that this time was going to be different, and he wanted us to trust him. It was just really amazing to see God's plan for our family come together, and that even through their brokenness and our brokenness, he brought us together as a family. I'm very grateful that at 30 years old, God still had a plan for me, and that I didn't wait any longer to invite Jesus into my heart. I would just encourage you all to put your trust in him. Put your trust in him and don't delay. Don't wait another day.